What's going on, guys? It's Kevin here. Well, unfortunately, fortunately, let me say this. When Duke last won its ACC title, I wasn't old enough to remember, thank God. Thank God. Now, I have to live this experience. As if it ain't bad enough in basketball. Yet, somehow, some way, a lot of people thinks NC State's our rival in football. Tell me, I would like for anybody, if you're a UNC fan or whatever, tell me anything that UNC and NC State holds in store for each other. Nothing. Did NC State just win the damn ACC championship? No. Not close. Do we share a victory bell with NC State and get to paint it whoever wins every year? Fuck no. Rivalry? No. Some Carolina fans believe it's a rivalry. Some Carolina fans believe that it's actually a better rivalry than Duke and Carolina in football. Really? Really? Making some coffee to stay up a little bit for this. Because I'm not very happy right now. I thought I think the ACC got pretty much what it deserved. I mean, first of all, Clemson, bad as they are, soft as buttercup. Miami, always pretenders. Excuse me, just one second, guys. You know. And then Louisville, I just let it happen. Carolina, even as bad as Carolina was all year long, they still gave themselves a chance to beat Duke. Had they beat Duke, then we're not talking about Duke being the ACC title, ACC champions. They're not even in the ACC title game. What was Duke's chance of going into the ACC title game pre-last week? All the dominoes had to fall right. 99.9% of the dominoes had to fall right. And what happened? They fell right. They fell right. Most notably because NC State, Wake Forest, North Carolina, all three fucking suck. Granted, none of them sucked as bad as Carolina. I mean, not even remotely close on that. You know, I'm sorry. I'm pissed off. To my man, the Huddle man, the Tar Heel Huddle. I like you, man. I like you a whole lot. I think Very good YouTuber, but I think he got it very wrong, man, about who is our rival. I mean, you need to think about that when it comes basketball time too. You only get one rival. That's just not the way it works in the NCAA. You get one rival, you don't get two. You get one. You get one. And which would you rather see go away? I don't want to see the one of them go away, but if I had to, it would be NC State. The point is, Duke has now won the ACC championship. And they have knocked the ACC out of the playoffs. Unless Miami gets in there, like probably will, by default, and get their ass handed to them on a silver platter, being shown yet again, just like last year, Clemson and SMU, the ACC never deserved a spot in the playoffs. They don't deserve it this year either. They didn't deserve it last year, and they don't deserve it this year. There is nobody in the ACC a top 12 team. Zero. Nobody. Neither one of the 18 teams or 17 teams or whatever the hell. Neither one of them are playoff worthy. I mean, fucking Stanford could go undefeated 12-0 and they're not playoff worthy because they're in a shithole conference. The NCAA needs to reevaluate who it's putting in as its top 12. The ACC should no longer qualify for an automatic bid. And hopefully it doesn't happen this year. God in heaven knows Duke getting in the playoffs. Imagine Duke playing Indiana. Imagine Duke playing Georgia. Imagine Duke playing anybody outside the ACC. And we spent all this money on Bill Belichick. And Gio fucking Lopez, who I looked it up. Neither him nor Freddie Kitchens have been removed from their post at Chapel Hill. That being said, next year's quarterback, Tar Heel fans, you know what it's going to be. Most likely, Gio Lopez. Now we can guess and go out there and guess in the transfer portal. You know, can we get somebody? Can we get somebody? Can we get somebody? I don't know. I don't know that. Because I was told that Gio Lopez was the man. When I'm sitting there watching Indiana tonight, and I'm watching their quarterback, I'm watching a Drake May quarterback with a defense. Unlike Drake May didn't have. Indiana, to me, is the best team in the country. I think their defense will shut down anybody in the SEC. I just think they're going to win it all. Frank Cignetti took a 0-12 team just 2 years ago. 0-12. And the very next year, which was last year, they were 11-1. This year, they're 13-0. So to sit there and say that it can't happen overnight just might be wrong. Frank Cignetti said from day one there will be a culture change at Indiana. Folks, Indiana has the second most losses in the history of NCAA football. And Frank Cignetti goes in there and he turns that program, which was garbage, into a powerhouse. How in the hell does that happen? Yet North Carolina, year after year, time after time after time, does absolutely dog shit. We get ourselves all ramped up in Bill Belichick. And I'm sitting here neutral. I'm stuck in neutral here. During the preseason, I'm like, I get this. I know Bill Belichick's the winningest coach of all time, but he done nothing without Tom Brady. He said he was going to prove to Tom Brady that he was going to win a Super Bowl, that he could win one without Tom Brady. But in the meantime, Bill Belichick falls flat on his face in New England and falls flat on the New England turf. And Tom Brady goes down to Florida, where it's nice and sunny and warm all year long, and wins a Super Bowl. And says, F you, Bill Belichick. Who needs who now? Carolina fans, if you're thinking that Freddie Kitchens is not going to be the offensive coordinator next year, you could be nothing but further from the truth. If you think that Gio Lopez is not going to be your starting quarterback next year, you're looking at nothing further than the truth. Because the truth and the fact is, North Carolina doesn't give a shit about winning. The administration don't, like the fans do. And we got to watch all year long again next year, most likely, Gio Lopez and Freddie Kitchens. It's going to be the same dog shit. I don't care if you go out there and get a top 5 recruiting class. If you can't call offensive plays, you're going to suck. I am, to say the words that Duke is the ACC football champions out of my mouth, literally pisses me off. And it literally, I don't know how many Carolina fans would rather see NC State win the ACC title game over Duke, but I might be one of them. Because I know who our rival is. I know that there's a victory bell there. There's nothing. Nobody gets a trophy. Nobody gets a victory bell. Nobody gets nothing for beating NC State. Nobody. It's North Carolina and Duke, and that's it. Now, are we Carolina fans going to sit there and say, well, they're our rival in football, but just not basketball? Bullshit. They are our biggest rival in football. They proved it tonight by going out there and winning the ACC title. The ACC is anybody's now except for Bill Belichick's and maybe Stanford's. It is what it is. The ACC is garbage. That's just it. And it's not going to the playoffs unless Miami gets in there by default. The ACC is garbage, and that is going to be the title of this video. Peace out, guys. I'm pissed.